Welcome back, everybody. We're still busy with exponents. So now today we're going to do calculations with exponents. Okay, so just a thing that's very important. A square root sign works like a bracket. Can you remember the order of operations? So whenever you see a square root sign, it works like a bracket. So you always have to simplify any addition or subtraction underneath the sign if it's possible. For example, there's your square root sign, but under that we've got 25 plus 9. So we're going to add 25 plus 9. We can put the equal there. 25 plus 9 is 36. So that equals 6. So the square root of 36 is 6, right? The next example, 198 minus 162. There's our square root sign, but we're first going to simplify the addition or subtraction. So that will give us 36, and the square root of 36 is 6. Okay, let's do another example. But before we do that, this is very important to remember because all the teachers love to throw this in and it looks so difficult, and it's actually so easy if you understand it. So I'm going to use an example. A square root of a number multiplied by itself is equal to the number, right? So let's do it. Let's follow this bit by bit, piece by piece. So they say the square root of a number, so the square root of 9 is 3, and if you multiply it by itself, is equal to the number, okay? And the same on the cube root, okay? So say, for example, we do the cube root of 8, and we know that is 2. And then, if we multiply that twice, it's equal to the number. Okay, right, so if that is true, then they can give us any number here, and they can ask us, for example, the cube root of 20 squared. So we know, you don't have to do any calculation, we know that it is 20. Because that is true, we know that this is true. And the same with the cube of 20. We don't have to work it out of this trial and all those trial and that we've done on the previous one. We know that because this is true, this is true. If we do the cube of 20 and you multiply it by itself twice, the answer would be the same. So just remember that. Okay. Right, let's continue with our calculations. Without the calculator, find the value of the square root of 100 minus 51. So what are we going to first do? The subtraction. Remember? So 100 minus 51 is 49. And we know that the square root of 49 is 7. Similarly, if they ask us the square root of 9 plus 16, we're going to first add, get 25. And we know that the square root of 25 is 5. But this is the difference. Remember, we added if it's under the 1 square root. But if it's given to us like this, the square root of 9 plus, the square root of 16. So what does that give us? Square root of 9 is 3, the square root of 16 is 4, and that will give us 17. Can you see the difference? If it's, remember the order of operations, and a square root is like a bracket. So if this is 9 plus 16, we're going to add this up first and then do it. But if it's separate, we're going to do it like this. Cool. Right. Now let us do a few examples together. Now I want you to follow with me carefully. Okay? So they ask you 3 to the power of 3. So what is 3 to the power of 3? 3 times 3 times 3, divide by 3 times 3, plus, and what is the cube root of 3? We know that of 8. We know that is 2. Because if we do that one, 2 times 2 times 2 equals 8. And if they ask us the cube root of 8, we know that it is 2. So now we have to multiply this first, right? Remember, division and multiplication first. 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 is 27. Divide by 3 times 3 is 9, plus 2. So what is 27 divided by 9 is 3. 3 plus 2 equals 5. There's our answer. Okay. So now there's one of those tricky ones. They ask us the square root of 64. And what do we know? That is 8 times 8 equals 64. I hope you remembered that. So the square root of 8, and then they ask us to square that again. So what is our answer? Square root of 64 is 8 times 8 is 64. Who of you got that correct? Remember, we've just said it in the previous slide. Similarly, now you will remember, if they ask us the cube root of 250, but then multiplied by itself twice, so the answer is 250. And please, if you don't understand what I've done here, I want you to go back to this slide where I explained it. Okay, so let's continue. They ask us to find the value of the square root of 100 times the square root of 4. So what is the square root of 100? It is 10, because 10 times 10 is 100. Times the square root of 4 is 2. 2 times 2. So what is our answer? 20. And then they ask us the square root of 10, divide by the square root of 4, and our answer is 5. Congratulations if you understand what I'm doing. And please stop and then investigate to make sure that you understand before we continue to the next slide. Okay. Now they ask us to simplify. In other words, they ask us to find the answer or to put it in the simplest form. Now there we've got our ones and our zeros again. Ooh, they love to add that in. So they ask us to simplify that. So 1 to the power of 3, we know it's 1 times 1 times 1, plus 0 to the power of 2. So what is 0 to the power of 2? I can't hear. Yes, it is 0. 0 to the power of anything is 0. No matter how many times or how big, 0 to the power of anything remains 0. Okay? So what is our answer? 1 times 1 is 1 times 1 is 1. So our answer is 1. This is a nice one. 3 to the power of 2 will give us 9 minus the cube root of 27. And what is that? Who can remember? 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 is 27. Who got that right? I hope you know this by now. Remember, I said try and remember the first few. Minus 3 plus 12 square. This you all know is 144. So our answer is 9 minus 3 gives us 6 plus 144 will give us 150. And just a quick one, what is 12 times 2? I don't think you need to know this. Is 24. And then 5 to the power of 2, so it's 5 times 5 minus 4 times 4. So that gives us 25 minus 16. So that answer is 9. And now let's see this one. Remember, the square root sign is a bracket. So what's under here, we do first. So we're actually rewriting this as 25 minus the cube root of 4 multiplied by themselves twice. So we know this answer by now, I hope. So what is the square root of 25 is 5, and this will remain the same. Remember, it's 4, so our answer is 1. Cool. Now we're going to solve some problems. A box of eggs. So now again, remember our story goes like this. You stop, you read, you answer, and you return. And then I'm going to do this with you. Okay, so a box of eggs contains 6 eggs in each row, and there are 6 rows. How many eggs are there in the box? This is an easy one. A box of eggs. It's always easy to make a little diagram. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 6. So it's going to be 6 times 6. And our answer is 36. I hope you got that one right. So now the next one is very similar. You all play chess, I know, you all love chess. So on a chessboard, there are 8 rows of squares and 8 columns of squares. So you know what I'm saying, right? Rows and columns. This is not 8, but you understand what I'm saying. Calculate how many squares are there on the board. Again, 8 times 8, there are 64 squares on the board. Okay, now let's think a little bit. Give me a number that is the square root of 16 and also the square of 2. What is the number? Now please draw a picture if you're not sure. And the square of 2. So what is the number? Yes, 4. If you've got that correct, well done. So let's just do 2 more. Joe has 2 to the power of 4 soccer cards. And Sam has 2 to the power of 5 soccer cards. How many cards do they have altogether? Again, pause, do it, and come back, and we do this together. Right. Okay, I hope you didn't get all mixed up by the 2's. So this is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 that Joe has, and Sam has 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what is our answer? 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 6. No, 8 times 2 is 16. I heard that. Thank you for correcting me. And this one is 2 times 2 is the same as this. We just add another 2. So that's going to mean 32. So we add this together and they have 48 cards together. Congratulations if you got this one right. And then the last one, which one is greater? Okay, remember how we do this? So we're going to say 4 times 4, and this equals 16. And what is the square root of 121? You should know that without looking at your table. It is 11, right? So which one is greater? 16 is greater than 11, so our answer would be 4 to the power of 2 is greater than 11. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and we will see each other next time.